Okay, so we're back. Talking about this guy again, this figure. You love to see him. I do kind of love to see him. He looks really good still. And we have some news updates. So our good friend on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Kaiju News Outlet, posted an actual real life image of the prototype, and holy jeez, that looks so good. I was not expecting the prototype to look this good. And I believe it's only this one image. I don't think we got another image. But we'll just be talking about this figure right here. Or just not this figure, this image right here. Just this one. Because we don't got any more. We're going to be comparing it to what we actually see from the product shot. The product shot. And see if this is actually, like faked or anything is faked at all. So, let's first talk about. That was a terrible voice crack. Let's talk about this guy, this image. So, immediately, the first thing my eyes are drawn to is definitely the spines. Looking at the spines, I feel like there could have been. It looks like the spines are only like one shade of color. I could definitely do see a little bit of light bleeding, which is good to see. I just wish there was a little bit more paint just going up like the center of the spine. Just to, yeah, a little bit, maybe like a bit of white paint, something similar they had on their previous Godzilla figure from the MonsterVerse. Something like that. Another thing, the mouth. My suspicions were correct. The mouth is pink. Like, same color as the spine's pink. Okay, we're good. Same colors as the spine pink, and that's a little bit of a bummer. I don't know if I'm 100% on the pink mouth. I feel like it could have been a little bit darker. Similar to how what we see with the Hyatt Toys figure. But we're not talking about the Hyatt Toys figure today. Immediately, what also jumps out is just how much better the painting looks on this guy than even on this guy. It just looks so much better, especially in the head. I can like see the eye perfectly there. See where stuff begins and ends. It's so clear. And another thing, the seams for the articulation points are just not there. I can't see them. It looks like there's no points where it can move, but it's a miracle that it actually can move. It's just a lot better of an image, I feel like. And maybe just due to like the background and lighting and the fact that this is also like the real life image, but this looks really good. They put a lot of love into this. And I will say the stomach and chest look a lot better on the higher figure. His chest is not too puffy, his stomach's not too sunk in. It looks perfect. Love it. Also, another thing to note about the legs are not too gangly. If we look at some images of this guy, most shots it does look normal. Some shots it does look a little too thin. So that here, this is a good shot. It looks a little weird there, but looking at the actual real life image, it looks perfect. Once again, looks perfect. We also see that the arms are two different hands. That's the clawed hand that is coming out with it, and that's the neutral hand right there. So we can get a good look at those. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can't see the rest of the tail. I hope the tail looks good. I also just love the arms. The arms look really nice. Looking at the actual images, especially this shot, the arms look too, like really muscular looking arms. Don't get me wrong, they are muscular, but they're more long and gangly than muscular. More slim. And yeah, it looks just perfect once again. Once again, looks perfect. I'm kind of regretting every single video where I ragged on this guy. It looks so good. Oh my, oh my goodness me. It looks really good. And, maybe $130 isn't that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still bad, but I think I'd still probably do it. It looks really, really nice. I don't know. I like how the camera quality is gonna look for you. I hope you can look at it. I do recommend you go look at this image yourself, so you can, just in case this video has terrible quality, go look at it yourself. You won't regret it. This just looking at this image is kind of changing my mind. I also want to talk about some different uh parts and models of it. Talking about the model, not the actual figure itself. These elbow spikes, these Gamera-like elbow spikes, they are really tiny. Like they're kind of like puny tiny. I don't know why he just has like two little spikes right there. This is kind of counterintuitive. I'd say like put like 3 or 4 spikes on his elbow and make them bigger so like they could actually do some damage. Another thing to note. Mm, we're going back to the neck up here. Looking at this neck, when we saw this figure for this model for the first time, this new design for Godzilla, we were all really skeptical on it because the first trailer we got like not the best images. They were not the best angles of it. The running shot looked okay, but the shot where he rose up from the eyes, he just looked like normal. Just he had pink spikes. So we could not tell what it looked like until the Playmates figure showed up, and then we saw the sunken gut of the Playmates and the thick neck of the Playmates, and the tiny head, a weird, distorted, gross-looking head, and we all thought, "Oh, that looks really bad." But looking at the neck and just looking at the movie itself, the neck and the gut are not that sunken, and this isn't as thick. This is nice and slim. I could definitely see some really heavy Final Wars inspiration into this. Not like the entire thing. Uh, you know, not just like how would I say this? So I see Final Wars figured in like the proportions, I guess. Definitely looks like this guy just hit the gym. It's nice. Kind of similar to how the Final Wars figure looks like Godzilla, but he hit the gym. He still has a little. He still looks like he has loose skin when he was fat, but it still looks really good. Also, I'm gonna be honest. I think this may also be my favorite design of Monster vs. Godzilla. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not talking about the pink. I'm just talking about the proportions in general. Um, my issue with the 2014 and the 2019 model is that they looked good. Don't get me wrong. They look really good. 2014 model looks good. The spines were a little tiny though. They changed the spines with the 2019 model, and I thought well, not the figure, the model just looked perfect. Until this guy came out, and I was like, wow, that's very Final Wars inspired, and I love it. Because the more and more I looked at it, sure, the first time I ever saw the model for the 2019 no, not figure. I need to remind myself, I'm not talking about figures right now. I'm talking about models and the designs from the movies. Um, yeah, the more and more, the first time I saw it in the movie, I was like, wow, that looks pretty cool. But the more and more I just stuck with it, and even once this model came up, I was like, wow, the last guy just looked fat. And yeah, I'd probably agree. The 2019 model just kind of looked fat. It looks like he finally hit the gym, which good on him. And I really think that this model does this. Well, not. I'm not talking about the figure now. This is a very scattered video. I apologize, but I'm never sorry for anything. I feel like this figure does this design justice. It definitely makes it look really good, and the stylized look definitely fixes the parts where people had a problem. Like the gut isn't as sunk in, and it's like lower down a little bit, and the chest isn't as puffy, just back here a little bit. Back doesn't go on forever. It's kind of hard to see, with the spines, but the spines start like right behind the arm. So I think this model does all the figure justice. No, the other way around. This figure does the model justice, and I love it for it. So you may be this not review. This video was very scattered. Probably because I was not expecting them to reveal images like this, and I also did not know what I was going to record today. But now here's the recording. Here it is. I hope you're happy. Newsflash, I don't know what I'm filming tomorrow. Anyways, I hope this made sense. This video was very scatterbrainy-ish. I hope my spiel made sense. I just implore you to have a nice day. Just remember, like what you like, hate what you hate. Just don't be a jerk about it. Okay, see you.